Hello, I'm Jerry Rigged, and this is the Duskers Daily Challenge for November 9th, 2017. Looking at yesterday's leaderboard, Dano took away the top score with an 830. Quietus 1-1 is 788. Mystica 21 and LB, along with Marvin, Dargard, and Big Boss Hardfax is 770. Dragon's Oath with an E, for some reason, is 760. Pyrax is 750. Tronical 5306 is 710. I ended up in 13th with a 454, doing the best that I could to salvage it when things went horribly wrong. Matici ended up 17th with a 155, and Noxkitney is 19th with a 130, considering I got out with one drone with barely any health left. That means they got out with at least one drone, but without their gather. So, wow, that's an interesting disparity there. And a total of 22 players yesterday. It is later. It's after 3 a.m. because I guess I learned my lesson yesterday, even though I really need to not do this. Today I have remote power overload. Very tired and a little chilly. And motion with slightly above average health. Four infestations on a private B because crap. Gotta have a terminal in the first room? Too much to ask. Okay. Alright, so relatively small ship. I can do this. Of course. Unfortunately, I can't do anything with R4. The room is a loss, even though there is scrap in there. It already has slime growing over it. Not worth trying. I'm going to give R5 a little bit longer since I can't detect it. I have a bad feeling I already have 4 rooms that I can scan in. 2, 3, 4, and 7. Let's see, there's only 9 rooms on the ship, so I mean, that's pretty close to half already. We'll have to see. I'll take the chance. Speaking of chances, let's not take that one. Of course there is. Of course there is. Of course there is. Okay, so I'm going to open D16 and D4. It's a very circuitous way to do this, but with that vent, I need to figure some way to deal with this, actually. Actually, I have an idea. I have an idea that might work. Okay, so R6 still has something in it, possibly a sentry. I don't need the generator room, so I can clear that out. From that point, I can work with R8, R6, etc. And I can use R3 and R7 as my staging rooms. Maybe, if whatever the hell's in R3 ever moves. Now, I've already potentially found all 3 of my infestations. So there is that, too. Time to head back. More vents may complicate this as well. D8, please. Thank you. Let's not... Oh, good, it stopped. I'm gonna give this time again, just to be absolutely sure. R4 is an ideal room to irradiate. Unfortunately, that means I also have to vent it. Am I okay with this? How long do I want to give it? That's 30 seconds. I'll take the risk. Hello! Oh, even better. Probing generator. Well, the probe is useless. The probe is not useless, actually. I may or may not get back in time. This could be a fool's mission. I think I got it. 15 seconds? Yeah, I'm alright. Alright, so that tells me... Yeah, that tells me everything I want to know, really. That tells me there's no vent in those rooms. Does not tell me whether or not those rooms are safe, though. There goes a swarm spawn. I'm going to go ahead and push that out this way. I don't want to take any longer than necessary in that room, so I'm probably going to wait for my next cycle. That actually is a good point. I wasn't thinking... Oh. I don't have a scan for R7, so of course I'd want to check that. Let's give this plenty of time. Plenty of opportunity to get back. Three more scrap. Okay, so R10 should probably be safe. Fortunately, none of that is on the wrong side. I have to hope. Door 4? Oh, yeah. So here's where I'm going to try. I believe that is a sentry. If it is a sentry, it will make it to R8. It'll still take a little time, but it'll happen. I believe one of those must be a sentry. That is unfortunate. That is definitely a sentry. So I've got to plan this out. So I have radiation. Oh no! In order to get that scrap, I have to vent. Shh. Okay, well. Watch it be an R5. Close A2 as well, just in case. Okay, I'm good. Okay, that's actually really good for me. That's less good. Nice. Shit. That was the worst case scenario. That means I have to think a little bit. I don't know why I did that. I could have done that without. Okay, so what I can do is I can vent R3, R7, R6, and then around to R4. It's going to cost me 2 scrap, but there's no way I can recover that scrap anyway. Oh no. If I do it in R6, I'll be okay, actually. I don't need to vent to do this. I can open D3, D5, and D14. I can irradiate those rooms and use R6. It's not as good, but it's still pretty damn good. And as long as I do it right and do it quickly, I won't have to worry about... Okay. Yeah. That'll do. Six minutes. That's fine. I'll be well done by then. I have to check something real quick, because I may have done something stupid. No, I don't think so. I wish I could get that in R4, but I can't. I'm not sure exactly how long they take to die. It is still filling with radiation, so presumably it's not as dangerous. Yeah, let's get out of here, and I can come back in a moment. Free scrap. Fantastic. $10 damage. I'm okay with that. And that's the best I can do. I could possibly, considering how close together those scrap are, if I'd gone through D8, I could have checked and grabbed them. I may have taken some damage, but they would have been worth it. At this point, it's not. So, there is some variety. There's some possibility of getting some better value. I could also have used the terminal to destroy the sentry in R8. I didn't actually think about that. But for 10 damage, I think I'll be alright. Let's go ahead and get out of here. There's nothing left for this ship. On this ship for me. Total score of 955. Could have been 965. Could have been 10,000 1005. 10,005. Haha. Could have been 1,005 if I had gotten that scrap without taking damage and blown up the sentry without taking damage there as well. Starting score of 540. Just 10 above normal. Just 10 above average, rather. Picked up one drone with 2 upgrades. One of those was probe, so everyone has a chance to get the entire scan of the ship today, which I personally prefer. And not a bad ship, all told. Considering 4 infestation types, it could have gone a lot worse. So far, I do have the top score with the 955. Could be some of that's drone health. Definitely some of that's from the beginning of this full sentry. That is 60 points higher than LB, who may have accidentally vented his, or unintentionally vented his. Dano 416 and 825. There's also, considering those scores, there's also a chance that slime started growing somewhere, and they weren't able to get some of the scrap. Excuse me. Chief is in 4th right now with a 705. No, sorry, Darkguard is in 4th with 705. Chief is a 335. Holy crap. So, of the 13 players so far, holy crap. 13 players so far. 4 of us, myself, LB, Dano, and Darkguard, have positive scores. Chief lost a drone. ITJ may have lost 2. Kilgore Trout 83. Same. McTinchy probably got out with 1. Mortimer and Tronicle with 0, which means there's potentially 3 more players that have a 0, unless they're currently playing, which of course they have a 0. Yeah, wow, that is incredible. That's a lot worse than I expected on a ship like today's. Today wasn't that bad, at least for me. I expect, that kind of performance, I am not surprised from LB or Dano or Darkguard. He's been playing pretty much as long as I have, if not longer. McTinchy, everybody has a bad day. I mean, I had yesterday. That was a nightmare. But just the number of people on here, several of them are newer, but wow, so many zeros. That's incredible. So apparently a much more dangerous ship than I was thinking today. Clearly I think better when I'm tired, which makes no sense. Oh. So if you haven't done your run yet, good luck, because 4 infestation types is never pleasant, but this ship is pretty manageable, all things considered. Only, I believe, 3 rooms that don't scan to motion, and yeah, there's really not much going against it. If you have finished your run, go ahead and leave a comment with your own experiences and strategies. I'd love to hear of how you might have approached the ship differently, or any ideas that you have, or critique on my own approach. If you would like to check out other videos, you can see Marvin, Deno416, LB, Noxkitney, Mustika21, and Darkguard, all linked in the video description. If you enjoyed, do please like, and have a good day.